All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to a new forecast for the week of 25th until the until the 30th. Um, not many opportunities last week. I see one here, but that's only from 1 hour kind of standpoint. There wasn't much to work with for me last week. In addition to that, I was busy again, so no rush, nothing wrong with that. You can see that structure, our price is following clear structure right now. So that's good. Um, but yeah, let's just dive into what will happen potentially, what will happen potentially next week, what will potentially happen next week, and go from there. Because I'm starting on the low time frames right now. We already have a nice range here we can work with. Not much liquidity, but got enough for now. Can use that as potential internal range liquidity. And then we have a couple of areas we can work with. We go to the 15, it's probably more clean. Yeah, there you go. So we got this 15 extreme supply zone. Got a 1 hour kind of vibe going on over there. Something like this. 1 hour supply zone. And we can work with that for now. I don't know why I put it all the way over there. It's not valid anyway. Then looking on the daily, we can see that we start to continue further down. And this really lines up with our DXY idea of slowly coming up here, ideally coming up here. So for now, just tag along with this. We can see liquidity take, and next liquidity target for me on DXY is here. So let's just give it a color green. That's the start line. We go there. Let's see what the weekly looks like on DXY. Yeah, so last week, or actually this week, we're still within the same week. See, we had a strong push and strong closure to the upside. Hopefully next week we can continue that to the upside. And same for EU. EU closed super strong actually. Strong closure to the downside. Not the largest candle, not the smallest, but clear indication that price wants to move lower. Oh, sorry. Of course, it depends on what will happen here now the following weeks, but you can see how slow these candles were with a lot of wicks to the downside, to the upside. And now we still have our wicks to the upside, but strong closure to the downside, and that indicates that price wants to go further to the downside, if you ask me. Then what we got here is we got a nice, okay, that one was already taken out. Nice liquidity point we can target. And from below there, we can look for potential longs. What we do got to keep in mind is that we had this little sweep there. And although it's not really a structure we're working with, we can class this as a potential, damn, that sounds so robotic, as a potential demand zone. Now, because of course this is the 4 hour, we might want to zoom in to the 1 hour. It's still that same lag. So this is the sell move that took the liquidity and caused the buy move. Now, what it didn't take is this low. This is the low that led to that high. You can see this low took that low. So the sell to buy move. And that's a nice liquidity point we got to keep in mind as well. This liquidity point also lines up with the potential support and resistance area, or not potential, the support and resistance area we got going on right there. But that's just this entire area we're in right now. You can see how we reacted there. Then we got below, reacted here, reacted there, got the move up. Same here. And if you pull it across, there we go. So it can be slightly adjusted maybe to that. And then another thing we could go on is this one. That's the one we broke through right now. So sorry, that's the one we broke through right now. But anyway, more recent support and resistance area is this thing going on over here. And that's where we're in right now. So we can expect either from here, because this is the leg that caused a sweep. So either from here, without taking the low, we can expect a reaction. But ideally, I want to see this low being taken out, especially because if you go to the 1 hour, you can see that we got more lows going on there. So we got a little cluster of candle wicks. I want them to be taken out, and then we can look for a high potential long trade. And that's what I'm looking at for the start of next week. Then let's clean up the charts real quick, because now we have our previous weekly low, got our previous weekly high. There you can go. So the daily, that's a nice internal range of liquidity. There we go. So your previous daily high is there. And we've got a previous daily low down there. Like that. And then what we're looking at for EU is this range. So I'm working with this range right now. And it's either sell, also buys from here or sells from somewhere up here. Pretty easy, straightforward, nothing strange, nothing complicated. Why? Well, because first of all, we had this break, then we had this break, and now we have this break. So we got 1, 2, 3 structures realigning with each other or aligning with each other. Then the reasoning to go lower as well, based on the yellow structure, and we got the red structure in our favor as well as we reach into that key level, into the discounted or premium area of that red range. And therefore we want to reach lower as well. So everything is pointing down. Then why still look for longs? Well, because liquidity wise, and we're just scalpers. We are, or intraday scalpers. We are below all lows. If we get here, we are below liquidity. And then we have a nice area from where, sorry, from where we can look to long. So yeah, that's it for EU. I think that's pretty clean. Nice areas we can work with. So yeah, then GU pretty much the same story here. Broke down, got lower, came up. So we made a new low. We made a new high. Didn't reach back into that 50% there either, just like EU didn't. But if we get to the 15, then we're no. Oops, it can go anyway. If I'm looking at this, no, there were no air trade entries here. Although it was very clean, we were above previous daily highs, we were above Asia highs. What prices didn't provide an entry there? You see how I marked this out where we had that false break. Price came to the upside, take the highs, and give us the real break. That's all I was looking for. But yeah, unfortunately, no trade entry there. Now let's zoom out a little bit, see what we got going on here. We still got those equals. This can go. But overall, we turned bearish on this structure. It's the most recent structure we're working with right now. Then this area that swept the low and then caused a high is being taken out as well. EU got a lot of space to the downside, and DXY got a lot of space to the upside, and therefore I think, how do you say that? GU must suffer in a way or give up its bullish structure maybe, potentially turn bearish. We can clearly see that we have a nice liquidity pool there. So my next liquidity target for GU is down there. thing is with GU is that we are still bullish here. We are still bullish here, and this is bearish. So it's a bit of a conflicting structures we got going on. Then this is bearish as well. Tap there into that nice supply zone. But looking at the daily, Thursday's candle was a strong candle to the downside. Friday wasn't that strong compared to EU, especially with that we just closed below those wicks here, but barely, just about. So yeah, I'm still looking for potential longs. And if I would look for longs, then it would be from, where would it be from? See what it looks like on lower time frames. Okay, so we got that's already been taken out. That's the area I'm looking at. So we can see a bullish break followed by a bearish break here. So we got that sweep there. We still got this area we can work with. And then as reasoning, an extra reasoning, we can see that we have some nice lows. So this is the gap. Gap wasn't completely filled. We have an order block still sitting there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to say something, but it's not important. So yeah, this makes sense to me. We move those weekly candles so we can complete the picture. Put that high there, the low there, and a high there. And this is super clean. So we've got internal range liquidity taken. We can see that wick that left behind. Just about missed that order block, but we did tap into that 1 hour demand zone. Sorry. We did tap into that 1 hour demand zone. We still got liquidity to the downside. Potentially stronger move required to take that move from GU than compared to EU. But both EU and GU are in areas where we can potentially long from, and both EU and GU have reasoning to go lower and take out liquidity, and we can still long from there. And both EU and GU have a bearish range, most recent range on the 4 hour/1 hour we can work with for potential shorts. So ideally we want to go on the lower time frames both on EU and GU and wait for maybe a 5-minute, 50-minute potential how do you say it? Preferably a 50-minute turnaround, and then look for long trades into that premium area. And that's what I'm looking at for next week. That will line up with liquidity and maybe structures, but preferably liquidity on DXY. DXY currently bullish, and we can see that just like EU and GU, DXY has a nice leg to work with. So bullish leg to work with though. So we can wait and see what happens there. And that aligns with our EU and GU analysis as well. Fake structures, yeah, potentially on GU with this bullish one. But for now, you're still inside there, and higher pricing is still possible, especially if DXY. So I don't know if DXY moves up here. I don't know if we are still bullish on GU, but if we are, then we can expect maybe that that's quite a large distance, quite far, quite short compared to the move in DXY. But if we keep, or if we stay inside the range when GU moves or DXY moves up here, so we stay inside this bullish range, then we can see a potential long continuation on GU, whereas DXY continues bullish and GU continues bullish as well, but just retraces into this kind of pricing. I hope that made sense. This is my analysis for next week. Wish you guys good. Oh, I forgot something. This area. Previous daily lows. Previous daily highs. All right, so this is my analysis for next week. Geez. And again, just like on EU, that previous daily high is a nice interrange liquidity. So you can mark it out as well if you want. Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for today. Forecast. Wish you guys good luck. Catch you guys on Monday. I don't know yet if I will be doing an analysis on Monday. But if I do, you will be notified. I catch you guys later. Enjoy your weekends. Peace out.